Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Just going to do a quick update here. We'll let a few more people get online here if they want to. You're looking at a beautiful sunset as we look off to the west out from one of our cameras in Dayton, Missouri. Beautiful sunset. Get me something to drink here. We do have some thunderstorms that are very scattered in nature, and I'll be watching over the next hour or two of maybe a few more popping up here in west central Missouri. We can see exactly where that cold front is on radar, in which we'll look at here in just a moment. And again, I'm not expecting much of the way of any severe weather tonight. Very scattered thunderstorms, but there is an outside possibility to see the potential to see one or two stronger thunderstorms tonight here in west central Missouri over the next couple hours before they will begin to congeal into more of a straight line, a linear mode down in southeast Missouri, and then march on to the south. And of course, our views here that we're looking at, courtesy of Nader Boys, a homegrown west central Missouri team of storm chasers that we are working side by side with this spring. Very excited what we've got going on with Nader Boys this spring. So let's take a look at radar here real quick. And as you can see, there's a few little thunderstorms popping out down here in southeast Henry County. Looks like northwest Benton County, up northwest Pettis County. Another one up there in Jackson County near Green Valley. If you can see right here, right where I'm drawing this line here, you can actually see the cold front. And take a look at the temperatures behind it. You got 65, 59 in St. Joe, or at KCI Airport, 61, 59, and then you get southeast of this line I just drew. We got 73, 72, 75. So you can definitely see where that cold front is stretched across right now. Those areas along and ahead of this line will stand a chance to see some thunderstorms, very scattered in nature here in west central Missouri over the next couple hours. Now, when we take a look at the every 15-minute refresh short-term model, matter of fact, let me just go down to a state level, make it a little bit easier to see. And if you notice, it is depicting some of these little scattered thunderstorms really north of west central Missouri, but here over the next hour, it's going to show a few more storms popping up here in west central Missouri. So these are the ones I'm going to watch. And again, not expecting any severe weather tonight, but there could be a strong cell or two that could produce some small hail, maybe some gusty winds, and we're awfully close to that marginal risk of severe thunderstorm that was put out by the SPC. Actually, part of St. Clair County, Benton County, Pettis County are actually kind of included right on the border. Let me bring that over here. I'll show you guys what the Storm Prediction Center had put out earlier today, about 2 o'clock. I'm going to put the counties on there. Let's see here. Counties are there. So, part of Henry, St. Clair, Pettis, and Benton County are right here. So they're right on the edge of the marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. But the tornado threat is almost non-existent here. If we look at the tornado threat, it's up here in northeast Missouri, up into Illinois, Wisconsin. And actually, I just saw a little bit ago, there was a tornado warning up there north of Hannibal, up in northeast Missouri, and then of course down into Louisiana. But the wind and the hail are the primary concerns for any of the stronger cells that might pop up. And like I said, just part of West Central Missouri is just right in that risk. I'm not expecting anything tonight severe-wise, guys, but I am going to be keeping an eye on these storms until they are completely through West Central Missouri. Take a look at chat. Hi, Matt, Julia. Good evening. Lightning and a few sprinkled near Windsor. Yeah. That's about right. That's about where this little cell right here. This little cell right here went through. And right now, there's really not a whole lot of instability that these storms really have to fire up on. So they're not very high. They're only 25,000 feet from the looks of this radar. So let's just take a look. Let's see how high those tops are. Echo tops. So, well, they're about 30,000 feet. In comparison, a severe thunderstorm can have heights anywhere between 50 to 63,000 feet. The updraft is pushing hailstones up 60,000 feet. Incredible power of a supercell. But these are just your run-of-the-mill garden variety thunderstorms right now. Now, obviously, as this front continues to push to the southeast, it will be going into a little bit more favorable area for the potential to have a strong thunderstorm or two. And again, not expecting severe, but we could see some small penny-sized hail, maybe a gust up to 45, 50 mile an hour with the strongest cell. And then, of course, I'm keeping an eye on just making sure none of these will strengthen up to produce some severe level, which would be 1 inch or greater hail, which is about the size of a quarter, or a wind gust of 58 mile an hour. That is what signifies a severe thunderstorm. And of course, it can include, or if it does include a tornado, it is considered severe as well. But again, the tornado threat is not here tonight. Just the potential to see some hail and some strong straight line winds. So I'll be keeping an eye on this for the next couple hours until this cold front moves through the area. Right now, it looks like that cold front is just coming into northwest Johnson County. Looks like it's going through Harrisonville right now. So probably here in about another 15-20 minutes, we'll see that 73 degrees in Harrisonville probably drop down into the mid to lower 60s as that cold front pushes through. And don't forget, everybody, we do have our severe storm seminar coming up Wednesday night at the Benson Center. We've had a great amount of interest. We've had several people sign up. It's going to be a great time Wednesday night. That will be at the Benson Center in the auditorium. So Make sure you sign up. Let me know if you're interested. I'll be happy to put you down. If you live in Henry County, we work together with the, I am Deputy Director of Emergency Management for Henry County, and we have worked up a grant with FEMA to be able to get everybody in Henry County a weather radio. So that's pretty exciting. You don't have to be from Henry County to attend, but you will have to show proof and fill out a little form if you're in Henry County to make sure that you are a resident before you get a weather radio. But I'm hoping through my network with the office here at the Emergency Management that I can get a hold of a few more counties in here in West Central Missouri and share with them how we were able to work up a grant to be able to offer free weather radios, and hopefully that will be coming to a county near you here in the near future. So weather radio, just as important as a smoke detector in every house. At least that is my thinking. So that's awesome news. Everybody be able to get a weather radio. We're going to have some great information, some pamphlets, some flyers for you to take home with some storm safety and cloud identification. So it's going to be a good time. So I encourage anybody that has interest in severe weather, maybe this is a passion of yours and you just want a good refresher, that would be great too. Love to see you there. We're going to have a few guests that will be there as well that I'll be introducing, so that will be exciting. I did have a good response so far. People sending me messages wanting to see a monthly forecast based on the LRC. And I am currently working on them here over the last couple evenings. I will be getting those out to the email boxes to a few people. So take a look at this cell here real quick that kind of got my attention. This one here is that same cell that Matt talked about, lightning and a few sprinkles near Windsor. It's now showing some indication of having some small hail with that now. Let's take a look at vertically integrated liquid. And yeah, it's probably some pea-sized hail associated with that cell right now. So it is measured kilogram per metric square, and so that's just kind of a scientific way of measuring. The radar beam goes out and measures the amount of liquid in a raindrop. And obviously, the larger the raindrop, the larger the hailstone, the more reflectivity is sent back to the radar site, and you get these colors. So we do have a little hail core here just northeast of Windsor. Let's take a look where that's at. Looks like it's just past 52 Highway, heading up 127. So if you are on your way home and you're going to be traveling down 127, 127 actually takes you into Green Ridge. So be prepared. Don't be alarmed if you see some hail that's hitting the windshield on your way home. Take a look at the storm characteristics. So we got about a 90% chance of hail being produced by that cell. Maximum hail size is about 1/2 inch. So we're talking probably pea to penny size hail. But this means that's the maximum dBz, that's the maximum decibels that the radar is reflecting, which is 60, which is it's not severe, but it is picking up some hail. And then the VIL is 30. Now VIL stands for vertically integrated liquid. That is the radar that we are using right now, is vertically integrated liquid. That 30 is symbolizing this core right here on the scale. So still continues to get a little stronger. And we noticed we probably have cloud tops that are a little bit higher than 30,000 now, likely. So now we have cloud tops that are 40,000 feet above our head. So that's the reason why this is gaining just a little bit of strength, getting a little higher, and now it's producing some small hail. So it looks like around 41,000 feet is the tallest of that little thunderstorm that it will get up to in the atmosphere. Interesting. So I'll continue to watch that as it pushes off across Highway 127 as it approaches 65 Highway and Sedalia. Looks to be in that path with some hail. So let's take a look here. It is moving northeast at 26 miles per hour. So let's do a and moving 26 miles per hour. Let's take a look at so it's going to stay mainly over rural areas, obviously. So let's take this cell and let's pan it out all the way up here to Sedalia. Let's see what time it's going to be hitting Sedalia. So it looks like Sedalia at 7:06. If it retains the same strength, you might get a little hail in Sedalia just a little after 7 o'clock. So we'll be watching that. Watching that little cell. There's a little cell down here in Benton County. Looks like it's going over the lake right now, heading over towards TT Highway. We'll watch that for a little strengthening to see if it may produce some small hail as it continues to feed on this warmer side of the cold front. So again, if you live in Pettis County along 127 near Green Ridge, and then on up through 65 Highway in Sedalia, you have a pretty strong little cell that is going to be moving into your area, producing some small up to penny-sized hail. I am not seeing much in the way of any kind of wind with this. So it's mainly just going to be for a small hail threat and some moderate rains with this as well. So again, if you're in Harrisonville, Belton, Raymore, Kansas City, behind this line, which is draped right across here, that's your wind shift line. So if you are along or behind that line, then you're likely done with the chance of any moisture for the rest of the night. So we're just waiting for some very scattered thunderstorms to be to have the possibility of forming out ahead of this weak cold front. Take a look at wind direction. So yeah, you can definitely see that. So we've got you've got north wind here, north wind here, north wind here, and here you have south wind, southwest, south wind. So yeah, you can really tell where that cold front is you will notice a wind direction change and a drop in temperature by about 10 to 12 degrees with this cold front. So Harrisonville just dropped 5 degrees. They were at 75, so they dropped 5 degrees just as that cold front moved through. It will continue to go down a little bit further. So again, looks like the strongest cell right now here looks like just east of Green Ridge. That will be on coming up on Highway B here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, with the possibility of some small hail, pea size or maybe just a little bit bigger, and some moderate rain. It won't last very long, but there's no strong winds associated with this little cell. But don't be alarmed if you get some pea-sized hail if you're up in Pettis County, right along B Highway in between Sedalia and Green Ridge. Hi, Misty. Not getting anything in Windsor. Well, this cell kind of skirted Windsor. I think Matt mentioned there were some sprinkles and a little bit of lightning just outside of Windsor. We're still watching. The cold front is still back here, draped across Cass County, parts of northwest Johnson County. So we'll still have that chance of seeing a pop-up thunderstorm until this front completely moves through the area here in a couple hours. So, of course, we got the sun has set. It is now dark outside, so we're going to lose a little bit of the heat of the day. So what fire is left with these thunderstorms, there's not a lot of energy that is out there for these thunderstorms to grab onto. So it's just going to be very, very scattered in nature. As I stated yesterday or last night, not everybody's going to get wet, but you could get a quick tenth of an inch if you get up underneath one of these cells like what's going on here in Pettis County. Yeah, that lightning you see to the east is with that cell here going through Green Ridge right now. So other than that little cell in Benton County and the one in Pettis, there's nothing going on here in west central Missouri right now. So we'll keep an eye on here for the next couple hours. And again, it is showing here on the short-term model that's updated every 15 minutes. Let me get the latest one. Well, does not want to be, let's try it again. Wow, come on. Let me just bring this back up again then. It doesn't want to cooperate. Well, for crying out loud. It is not wanting to cooperate, but it is showing that over the next couple hours that there are going to be a couple more pop-up thunderstorms here in Henry, St. Clair County as this continues to move off to the southeast, that cold front. So we still have over the next 2 hours. I would say probably by around 9 o'clock this front will be moved through most of the area, and of course with the sun being down, lose the heat of the day. I'd say our chances of seeing any rainfall is probably pretty low. But our next system is coming in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday, and we do have a chance to see some severe weather during the course of that time that I'm keeping an eye on. But more than anything, some much needed rainfall. We could see quite a bit of rainfall by Sunday. Some models are showing over 2 inches of rain for most of West Central Missouri. So we could see quite a bit of rain from Wednesday through Saturday. So got to keep my eye on for some severe weather. Hi, Jordan. Oh, got some eclipse glasses at Walmart. Didn't buy it because I'm not sure if we would be able to see it good in Clinton. I think we'll be able to see it decent. You know, those glasses they're just cheap. I remember back in the day for 4th of July, you can buy some like 3D glasses that were similar to that. The last eclipse, I was actually working in Nevada, and they sold some of those glasses, and actually I downloaded an app that you can download on your phone that has a filter on there that I just set up my phone and let it record and watched it on my phone. So let's look. See where we can see that bad boy at. And you got to keep in mind too. We'll have to take a look and see if we would be able to even get a clear sky day. Obviously, if it's cloudy, it's not going to make much of a difference for us. But we're not going to see a total solar eclipse, and I believe that's on. I think it's on April 8th. I believe is eclipse. So again, we've got a cold front. Just kind of a little recap. We got a cold front that's stretching from almost central Johnson County down through Cass into northwest Bates County. Let me draw a line here. This little wind shift line is the cold front. So anything you can tell by the temperature, 65, 59 in Kansas City, 63 in Olathe, and then we're back over here into the low 70s south of that front. So out ahead of it, there are some pop-up thunderstorms. The heaviest ones, I believe, are just going to maybe contain some small hail. Right now, there's no strong winds associated. But the strongest cell so far that's been had just skirted Windsor, Missouri, and is now in Pettis County, running right up Highway B as it approaches the southern suburbs of Sedalia. So it is still showing some signs of some small pea-sized hail possibly associated with some moderate rain with the particular cell. Now I've also noticed a cell in Benton County that is getting just a little bit stronger. It is currently right now getting ready to cross C Highway. So C Highway will lead you right into Lincoln, and then probably here over the next 30 minutes it will be crossing over 65 Highway just north of Lincoln. So wouldn't surprise me to see this particular cell maybe have some small hail associated with it as well. The severe threat is very, very, very small. for us here in west central Missouri. The thunderstorms are going to be very scattered in nature. So outside of these two cells right here, one in Pettis, one in Benton County, there is nothing else going on here in west central Missouri. Getting me trying to figure out how come this son of a gun won't load up. I'm gonna try the old-fashioned way, see if they'll let me in. Looks like that cell is beginning to weaken just a little bit as it comes into Sedalia. So Julia, if you're still watching, you should start seeing some moderate rain here just any time. So right now that cold front looks to be knocking on Holden's door down to about Garden City, Archie, and Adrian. And again, the biggest thing you'll notice, you will be able to tell by the wind direction. And I showed this just a little bit ago. You'll notice a wind shift as that approaches. So notice we've got southwest winds in Warrensburg, southwest winds in Clinton, and in Harrisonville they now have north winds. So this right here is a cold front for sure. And these southern winds are actually what fueling these little thunderstorms in Benton and in Pettis County right now. Well, today started, you guys notice on the Facebook post, today started the Severe Storm Awareness Week for the state of Missouri and Illinois. So today, focus point is how to obtain weather information. And I did post a picture there in our Facebook group earlier today. You know, make sure you have multiple ways of obtaining warnings, watches, and advisories. So don't just rely on your cell phone app. Don't just rely on a weather radio. Don't just rely. Have multiple ways to be able to get those warnings. So as we head into severe storm season, which right now it seems it's going to be a fairly active season for west central Missouri, as most indications are showing a more of a return of Tornado Alley back kind of where it had been set up in years past. And you know, Kansas, Oklahoma, parts of Missouri, and Arkansas kind of being the focus point what could be a rather active severe storm season. So that is definitely something that we want to reiterate here this week for Severe Storm Awareness Week. Just kind of a brush-up reminders on some key safety issues that that we need to make sure that everybody has in their back of their mind as we head into storm season. All right, guys, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and call this a night. I am going to continue to be watching radar tonight, just making sure nothing else should happen to pop up. It does look like we do have a couple little showers starting to pop up, one here in Henry County and another one here just to the west of Urick. So we'll be watching these for any strengthening as this cold front continues to move off to the southeast. Here in a couple hours, probably around 9 o'clock or so, we should see this cold front move completely through most of west central Missouri, and the threat for any moisture pretty much comes to an end for the night. So if anything should happen to fire up here in west central Missouri, I'll make sure to let you guys know on social media. Keep up to date with the updates coming into this weekend, as starting Wednesday night through Saturday, we are expecting several rounds of rain and or thunderstorms. Some of them do have the potential to be on the strong side, so let's make sure we keep up to date on all of the updates here at Subby's Weather Talk. And then, of course, Wednesday night, I would love to see you at our Severe Storm Seminar at the Benson Center at 7 o'clock. Get a hold of me if you're interested in going. We'd just like to have a nice head count. It's being put on by the Henry County Emergency Management as well as Subby's Weather Talk. I will be the speaker on Wednesday night, so I would love to see you guys there. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have some contests. We got some special guests coming, so would love to see all of you guys there on Wednesday night. So if you guys have any questions, remember, just shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer you. So you guys, I'll be talking to you all soon. Keep your head on a swivel for Thursday and Friday, as we have possibly another round of potential severe weather to move through west central Missouri. Have a great Monday night, everybody.